Thanks for stopping by. Well, I'm just another backyard barbecuer. However, I did find, while searching the internet, the Masterbuilt, and I liked it. I wanted to try it. Originally, I was a Weber cooker, but to do long cooks, you're always sitting in a chair watching the temperatures. You can't walk away from it. So I had at one point thought about getting a pellet stove, but it's just not enough of a smoker for me. So when I came across the Master Grill, I'm using the same fuel I use in the Weber, except that I get the advantages of presetting the temperatures like you would in a pellet stove. So right now I'm cooking up lunch. It's only vegetables. I guess I can probably open it up. You can see that's what's going on. It's this is actually the first real cook I'm doing. The story, I guess, that I'm going to put into the tagline of this is unboxing, but it's not going to be, a detailed unboxing, more just highlights. If you're looking for how to cook or how to build something, there's plenty of guys on the internet that are comfortable and have done this a lot. So being that this is my first attempt, let's just see what we go for. What I plan on showing you is some pictures along the way that will highlight what I think taking the box apart and putting the pieces together should look like. It was just me. The instructions say 2 people, but I decided to just do it on my own. At one point I did get help from my wife when I needed to pick it up off the ground to flip it from upside down to upside up. That was just a little too much just for me to handle on that part. But it's already been seasoned with 3 or 4 different burns. The last season run that I did on this was actually with 1.5 pounds of bacon. I wanted to get some fats going in there, as well as the oil, the olive oil and the thistle oil that I have used, like seasoning a cast iron pan. So vegetables are vegetables. They're going to cook, so this isn't about that. You'll probably not even see the conclusion of me taking them off the burner. But what I will get to next is the box and me opening it up, or at least pictures of it, and me narrating. Well, thanks to a friend who had a hand cart, he was able to bring this in from the street and up onto my deck. So I decided to make a little workspace here for it, cut the straps off, remove the outer box, and this is what you see inside. So as I start stripping away some of the things, this is revealing that there are cubby holes that they've packed with all kinds of parts that you're going to use. So ultimately I stripped it all out and got it all stacked around. Now this is the first part that you put on before, because the next thing you do is you flip it over, and here it is upside down. So that latch was a good idea to have in place. So now I got the legs on, got the base put in, and at this point that's the smoker box that got lined up. You can see the fan there. So this went all really easy. Put the wheels on, front and back, and here it is up on its feet. Thank you, my sweetheart, for helping me get it this way so I can finish the install. So now I got the controller box on the side, and I'm starting to finish the install. I'll be putting the grates in here in a minute, but I think what I've done here is I just put in the drip pan and the grease trap tray, and also I put on this front folding tray. So this is the only part of the whole delivery that was broken, just one of those little tangs there. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just spot weld it. Here are the mods There's a water tray, there's the firebox, there's the lid to the manifold, and that's the manifold sideways, but now it's in place, you just can't really tell. There's the water box off to the right. Now, this is showing the mod for the smoke box. It just lays there on top, loose, and then you just clamp it down. So looking down inside, I found that the mod for the firebox is about twice as thick as the actual metal that they use in there. So I'm anticipating that lasting a long time. So now I've got a little spray oil there, and that is the smoke box stainless steel top mod, and you can see how it's stained. So Luke is the gentleman who makes those stainless steel mods. I don't really know his last name. Again, if you go to YouTube and put in Luke stainless steel mod and then Masterbuilt, I think you'll see a couple of videos pop up from the guys that have been doing that. That's how I found it, and it was real easy. I mean, you just go to his website and you place an order for it, and you get it within a week. In fact, I got the mods before I even got the smoker, so it worked out really well. Now, the vegetables, of course, this is a little bit later. The vegetables came out the best I've ever had in the way of vegetables. I actually think now that I could see becoming about a half of a vegan. I'll be trying to enjoy vegetables 3 times more than what I have up to this point. And that's what I was hoping for, with that wonderful smoke flavor that gets in there. You get to put in the wood chunks into the firebox so that when the ashes and the burning embers come down, it will set that off and give you sort of a double smoke. These guys aren't kidding. When they say that this food is delicious, I get it. And I can't wait now to get some real nice pieces of meat, and so much for being a vegan. But seeing what that does, because I'm seeing smoke rings that, you know, at least that thick on some of these cuts, and my Weber would make a smoke ring, but nothing like what I'm seeing off of this barbecue. So I don't know if I'm answering basically any questions that you had when you came here to look at it, except to tell you that I've been there now. I've done that. It's everything that I've seen everyone do. You just put in a fire starter, you hit it with a torch. A minute or two later, you're closing the 2 doors, and then you're just telling the smoker to take off, and it does that. I'm already, since I first started this video, this is a couple of days later, but I'm definitely, you know, seeing some interesting ways, little shortcuts that I might use in some other videos where I might share that. But it all depends on whether or not anyone watches this. I've had this YouTube channel for a while now, and I may have 25 users on it. So I suspect that they're going to be the only ones that are seeing this, and they probably aren't interested in barbecue, because generally this was a Tesla channel that I had created, so it's more about electric cars. But I think if I can make it a little analogy here, as far as smokers go, this is kind of like the Tesla smokers, in my opinion. It's really forward thinking. These guys did a good job. So anyway, hope you like it. If you do, let me know by at least hitting the thumbs up button. If I get a few people, and when I say a few, 2 or 3, that leave a comment or something that they would like maybe for me to show a little more about the smoker, I'd be happy to use that more. What I'm saying is, if you put in what you would like to see, it's not that I'm going to be busy with 500 requests, so chances are it's going to get done. Anyway, have a good day, and if you do get one of these smokers, enjoy. They're awesome. You won't be sorry.